If we're gonna win this debate tonight, you have to appear viable.
Am I shiny?
You're good. You're a candidate of substance.
Can I get something to make my eyes pop?
I could choke you. That would make your eyes pop.
Sorry. Thanks for missing work for this.
Nah, don't worry about it. There's not much going on there.
Hi, is Jeff around?
No, can I help you?
Yes, tell him I want to see him first thing in his office tomorrow.
And you are?
Mr. Swifty.
Swifty. Hey, that's the name of our store. Oh.
And with all due respect, Anita Vargas, running City Hall is a little more difficult than running an appliance store.
And more difficult than being a bartender. It's a lot harder to be mayor than it is to be a bartender. But I do it, though. I mean, I don't mind. I'm really into it. Is it somebody else's turn now?
So, I heard you and Dan are dating.
We broke up.
Oh,
We're still friends, though.
yeah, of course.
No, I know people say that, but Dan and I really are.
You didn't go out that long.
True. But you know when it's not right. Better it ends sooner than later. Oh, I didn't mean that. I'm sorry, I wasn't...
Mike and I, don't worry about it. I'm the one who should be sorry.
Why?
Oh, I probably shouldn't say this, but I think when Mike and I broke up, Dan thought he and I were gonna get back together.
I didn't get that sense.
Didn't you, though? I mean, didn't you?
No.
See, this all goes back to when Dan and I first met.
I'm really trying to watch the debate.
Sure. My point is that maybe I had more time allocated. I don't need to keep talking just to talk. I mean, I think that brevity is
Thank you, Mr. Phillips. Turning to the deputy mayor, what would an Alan Duffy administration accomplish?
I think the better question would be, what wouldn't it accomplish?
I'm not sure it's a better question.
No, I didn't mean to insult your question. I just meant I would accomplish a lot. And it would cut waste and misspending.
What misspending?
Ah, there isn't any, because we cut it.
But there was misspending.
Nope, just spending. Not that I spent. Last month I claimed $1.25 total, and that is good for Wessex.
claimed $1.25.
Yes, for a muffin. But that's without tax.
Charge the city for a muffin?
I covered the tax.
Oh, that's cheap.
I have to agree with that.
It was for a city meeting.
You are so cheap.
I'm not being cheap, I'm being accountable. That's why I didn't buy anyone else a muffin.
Cheap. Cheap.
Dan's doing well.
Dan's not doing well. Alan's doing poorly.
Someone's doing worse than Dan. That's surprising.
So this whole Dan and Brianna thing, eh? So soon after Mike and I split up.
Yeah, I guess.
It's hard for me not to feel a little responsible. You'd think for his own pride, though, Dan would hang in there a little longer. Puts me in an awkward position.
I'm trying to watch the debate.
Sure.
Thanks.
I know you're running a tight campaign, Alan, so here's $1.25 in muffin money in case you need another brand fix.
Let me be clear, the muffin wasn't bran.
What kind was it?
I don't remember.
Oh, I guess when it's free, it doesn't matter, does it, Al?
The ratings are going to be huge. This might even be Yoga Lady. I'm glad Dan's in the debate.
Yeah, Dan and I used to date, and then I was engaged to this other guy and broke it off, and I think Dan thinks that I...
Yeah, I'm really trying to watch this.
Sure.
I feel good. Let's do another question.
Good morning.
Jeff, didn't you get my message? I poked you on Facebook and I tweeted you.
Why didn't you call?
With what?
Never mind. What's up?
Mr. Swifty's here.
At this branch?
He's been waiting here for half an hour. I told him you had a family emergency. He seems kind of mad.
No, he's cool. Mr. Swifty may be the owner, but you don't have to lie to him.
Jeff, where have you been?
My mother was in a terrible motorcycle accident. She hasn't been riding long, but she's okay. In fact, the only downside is she has no memory of the accident at all, if you were to call her.
Jeff, I know she wasn't in an accident.
Tim told me to lie.
I know he didn't tell you to lie.
I'm sorry. I should have been here. I'm here now.
It's not about you being here or not being here. It's about the numbers for your store, and they're down. Jeff, you're a bit of a rising star in the Swifty copy family. Is there something that's distracting you?
No. Nothing I can think of. It's a bit of a slump, sure, but it's not one of those things where you have to hang around for 3 days just to make sure it's all fixed.
Oh, no. I was thinking more like a week.
Oh.
Hey, there he is, the Muffin Man. You totally kicked Alan Duffy's butt.
Hey, thanks. So, any luck?
With?
Finding a new place.
I thought you liked this place.
I do.
Well, me too. Why would we move? Hey, you know what we should do? We should throw muffins at Alan and put it in Claire's face.
Oh, I don't know.
Or send muffins to Alan that are full of cayenne pepper, but say it's from his wife, so he eats it, but really it's full of cayenne pepper. That would so put it in Claire's face.
I don't think we should make this so much about Claire.
No, this is about Alan.
Good.
You should throw a brick at his house.
Yeah, or something very different from that.
I just mean to put it in Alan's face.
I guess.
Especially Claire's.
Anyway, I was in the neighborhood and thought I'd stop by to say sorry about before. I'm sure that threw you for quite a loop.
What's that?
You know, me telling you Dan broke up with you because of me.
We broke up with each other at the same time. It wasn't because of you.
Sure, you have to think that way. I get that. I just wanted to say I shouldn't have brought it up during the debate.
Okay.
When Dan and you decided mutually to be friends, my name came up a lot, didn't it?
No,
Really? Not once?
I don't remember.
It just seems likely.
Maybe it did.
Oh, well, there you go. I can see why you're hurt. I'm gonna go let you work through this. You need time.
So if you talk the customer into spiral binding, you've doubled the quote.
I know all about upselling, Mr. Swifty.
Then why are the numbers down? It's like you haven't been here the last couple of weeks.
But it's always good to have a refresher.
Can I interrupt for a second?
Not really. Spiral bindings.
I'm sorry, sir. My manager has obviously forgotten that the customer always comes first. How can we help you?
Oh, I'm not a customer.
Oh,
I'm a friend of Jeff's, though.
well, that's much better.
So I'll see you later, Dan, when I'm not working? You were saying something about...
Sorry, but this is important.
More important than spiral binding?
Yeah.
Dan, this is Mr. Swifty, the owner of Swifty Copy.
Good one.
Ralph Swifty. Nice to meet you.
Oh. Swifty. That's where the name comes from.
Why else would it be called Swifty Copy?
Because you guys are quick?
Oh, works both ways.
Mr. Swifty's just visiting, which I'm excited about because, as you know, Dan, I put my work ahead of everything else.
Yeah, except the campaign.
What campaign?
The campaign to get more business at Swifty Copy. Coincidentally, Dan's running a campaign to become mayor, so that might be confusing.
I know, I'm confused.
That's our Dan, the baffled, lovable ragamuffin who's running for mayor. Well, good luck, Dan. We'll see you later.
But I need your help.
Always happy to copy campaign literature at 10 cents a page. And can I interest you in a spiral binding?
So I guess I'm leaving?
Yes.
So you have a 2 o'clock at the community center.
Don't mean to interrupt. I just thought I'd stop by and give a few muffins to my fellow candidate. Bought them myself, and don't worry, I won't be expensing this.
Alan, try this one.
What are you doing?
Just a little goodwill gesture between campaigns.
They smell good.
You can't take one.
Sure he can, especially this one.
Mike, what are you doing here?
You can break up with me, Claire, and you can break up with Dan, but you can't break up the Mike and Dan team. You burn us, we burn you.
Is that cranberry?
Yeah, you should try it.
Don't. I expected more from you.
And Westagonians expect more from Alan Duffy.
Though he could go a long way to redeeming himself by eating this muffin right here.
We have work to do, and you can keep your muffins.
All of them?
Now do we throw them?